All right, everyone. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the crypto markets. We did have a decent dip, and I do think that dip can continue a little further. So we're going to be talking about that. Some major news in the crypto space, as well as focusing on the metaverse. In this video, we did have a big announcement with the Sandbox, and that's up to around $3.50. So before we get started, I do appreciate if you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell to be notified for regular crypto videos. All right, guys, so we have Bitcoin down to 60,000, Ethereum around 4,250. In the last video, I did state it's very likely we are going to have a dip and a market correction since we haven't had one in quite a while. So a lot of people are expecting this to pull back. I do think it will retest $55,000 before we continue upwards, which would be a great signal. We have a cup and handle pattern here that would be playing out if that does happen, which is very bullish for end of year. So if it does test 55, I think it's going to be very temporary. It's probably going to touch that and quickly shoot back upwards. But we did have a little drop here, and I do think that's likely to continue depending on the news in the markets and general sentiment. We do have something that causes a lot of fear. I do think it's possible it does dip further. As you guys can see, we haven't had a good sized market correction since the market started picking back up end of September, where it was around $40,000. So I think a temporary correction down to around 55,000 before moving upwards towards 100,000 is very likely and would be healthy as well. So even though we had the entire markets dip around 10 to 15%, we have certain altcoins that are moving up against the markets like Avalanche AVAX, which is up 13% today. It did break $100 all-time high, touching $110. This has had insane profits over the last few months. I was lucky enough to get my last purchase around $12 or $13 here before things really started taking off, and I was dollar cost averaging. I have been talking about AVAX on the channel here since the markets were doing really well beginning of year. So that has definitely been a great pick. I'm up around 9 to 10x on that from my last purchase. Something even bigger though is the Sandbox. They just had some big news with this that I do want to talk about, and I do want to talk about the metaverse overall. So Sandbox token right now at $3.55, insane profits in a short period of time. I also picked this up around 23 cents when the markets bottomed out here, and I was dollar cost averaging that even when it was around 80 cents here. So that ended up being a great coin to dollar cost average over time. This is why I always talk about having a good entry and exit strategy, spreading out your purchases, dollar cost averaging, because if I went all in at 80 cents back here, I would have been waiting much longer, and I was able to lower my average cost by buying when the markets did drop. So projects like that you really believe in, that you know are going to be doing things that are going to have massive user bases, those are the coins you should be looking at for the long term and be dollar cost averaging. So Sandbox, a great one. And this skyrocketed from around 80 cents now to $3.50. So over a 10x from where I made my last purchase on that. And there's a lot of focus on the metaverse right now, especially with Facebook rebranding to Meta and going all in on that, hiring thousands of employees in Europe for that. They're pretty much going all in. It's basically the future of social media. So the Sandbox, I think, is going to be the biggest metaverse out of all the projects currently developing in the crypto NFT space. So I did state that Sandbox would be bigger than Decentralized and Axie Infinity combined. And I'm talking about the user base for the game. I'm not necessarily talking about the SAND token when I said that. So of course, as the user base is growing and the token is needed for everything in the game, more and more users will be using the SAND token, which is going to be great. And I do think this is only going to continue going upwards in the long term. So the Sandbox is a game that looks a lot like Minecraft. And if you guys haven't looked into Minecraft, that has over 100 million monthly active users, which is just insane. It's basically the biggest game in the entire world. So modeling that style of game, adding crypto and NFTs to it, I see very high potential here. They've already been very successful with the market cap at 3 billion. But once everyone is actually playing this, and this even has just a few million active monthly users, the price of SAND is going to be much higher than where it currently is, because the SAND token is basically required for everything in the game. So I definitely see very high potential here, which is why I'm so confident it's going to be the biggest crypto game in the entire space once the game is actually live and has millions of active users. So I'm not recommending you guys go out and buy the Sand token. They do have NFTs and stuff that may be a good buy at this current moment, but Sand token right now is at an all-time high price. I've been talking about this on the channel since the market was doing well earlier this year. So you've definitely had a great chance to dollar cost average into this, but I would not recommend buying at all-time highs. If you do that, like I always say, you should be prepared to hold very long term, no matter what crypto it is. And more often than not, it will have a correction like we recently had, where it dropped from $3.20 down to $2.30. Dropping $1, you could get a lot more coins just buying on that dip, waiting a few days. So anything can really happen here, and I do think the price overall will continue climbing as we lead up to this major news that I do want to talk about. So Sandbox Metaverse Alpha to launch on November 29th after 4 years in development. Another reason why I'm so bullish on this, it's a metaverse that has been in development and modeling a major game like Minecraft. This has such huge potential. Really one of the things I'm most bullish on in the entire crypto space. So SAND prices have surged to new all-time highs as the Sandbox announces its highly anticipated play-to-earn metaverse event. So keep in mind, it's going to be quite a while even after this event where the game is prepared for mass adoption. But regardless, they've been in development for 4 years. They have massive funding, all kinds of things going on for this project that makes me very bullish on it. So there's some smaller market cap gaming cryptocurrencies that I have been researching and buying, and I will be doing a video going over some of those. But if you guys want to play it safe, out of the top gaming projects, the Sandbox is definitely the best bet in my opinion. Just keep in mind, you don't want to be buying at peak prices. You can also go over to CoinMarketCap, go to the gaming category here, and then that'll bring up a list of all top crypto gaming projects by market cap. We have Axie Infinity, the biggest gaming project in the space by market cap, then Decentralized, then the Sandbox. And I actually think the Sandbox will be bigger than both of these combined once the Sandbox starts picking up mass adoption and the game is live to public. So if you guys want to find the newer gaming projects with a much smaller market cap that have huge return on investment potential, you can just flip the market cap here, so it brings up the smallest market cap at the top. Now we can see all of the smallest crypto gaming projects by market cap. Keep in mind, these are going to be the highest risk at the same time, but if you do pick the right ones, that will have the highest return on investment also. So you do have to be very careful, and you shouldn't be dabbling in very small cap projects like this until you get a good understanding of what makes a good crypto gaming project. If this is not your niche and you don't understand gaming and what makes a good game and NFTs and everything, then you should definitely be looking at different niches within the crypto space. So we can see a lot of projects here between 5 to 10 million. I have been researching a lot of these on this list. A lot of them, actually the majority of them, are probably going to be projects that just don't make it. Either cash grabs, they're just doing things that they're just not going to be able to achieve, or they don't have the correct funding. So all kinds of things can go wrong with these type of projects. A really good game takes years to develop. As we saw with the Sandbox, that's been in development for 4 years, and it's a simpler style graphic game, and they're still quite a ways out from mass adoption on that. So just be very aware of that. Some of these projects you could be sitting on for years before they get anything good out. So I have researched quite a few of these, and I will be doing a video going over some of the ones I'm bullish on and that I have been investing in. So really a big focus on crypto gaming and the metaverse right now. We do have some other metaverse news as well. KuCoin Labs launches a 100 million VC fund to empower early stage metaverse projects. There's so much focus on these metaverse projects right now, with Facebook making that announcement as well. Reddit is getting into NFTs and crypto. Twitter is doing NFT verified profile pictures. Every big social media platform is getting in one way or another, and every big company in the world will eventually as well. So with all the hype on the metaverse gaming tokens have been holding up pretty strong, even with this crypto downtrend. With everything else down 10 to 15%, these projects are still going up. But keep in mind, the hype on the metaverse will eventually die down a bit, and a lot of these newer projects, token prices will be going down with that. So it is good to have an entry strategy and spread out your purchases. Don't go all in during the peak hype. That's how you're always going to do bad in the crypto NFT space. So NFTs are picking up once again as well. We did talk about this in the last video. The Bored Ape Yacht Club price has continued climbing. Pretty crazy. Jimmy Fallon did buy in, and then we had Post Malone showing himself buying a Bored Ape in one of his new videos. So Bored Ape Yacht Club is definitely the best blue chip project in the entire NFT space. I think these are going to have a higher floor price than CryptoPunks by end of 2022 with everything they're building and everything they're doing. They're also launching their own cryptocurrency, which Bored Ape Yacht Club holders and other NFTs in their ecosystem, like the Bored Ape Kennel Club, are likely to be earning passive income in the Bored Ape token for holding these NFTs. So if you are looking to get into the Bored Ape ecosystem, the Bored Ape Kennel Club is your cheapest entry at 3.1 Ethereum. This also has the lowest amount of items in any of their NFT sets. So I do think this is the most undervalued out of all their projects. I do think they are working on some type of utility for these dog holders as well. So obviously the Bored Ape Kennel Club and Bored Ape Yacht Club is out of most people's budget, the lowest being 3 Ethereum. And I would recommend focusing on newer NFT projects if you are looking to get in. If you can find those good blue chip projects before the masses get to them, and you get a good position, that's how you're going to make that life-changing profit in the NFT space. And to actually learn how to do that, you do have to put a lot of time into this, but I do know a lot of people in the NFT space that have gone from a few $1,000s of NFTs now to being a millionaire in just the last few months alone. And there is huge potential here with the metaverse growing. NFTs are going to be growing alongside of that. A lot of these NFT projects are launching their own cryptocurrency now, allowing their holders to earn passive income as well, which I really like. So you really have to look for those projects that are going to continuously deliver more value and utility and know what they're doing. Make sure the team actually has experience and they're not just some celebrity that's just jumping into the space as a quick cash grab, like a lot of celebrities are now doing. So just be very careful of that. You guys can also explore current NFT sets and find the biggest ones on OpenSea. Go to their rankings page and you'll see all the top NFT sets by volume, floor price, amount of owners. Study these sets that have done well, and then look for newer sets that are somewhat similar and you think will have similar success in the mid to long term. So we can see Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club at the top here. Mutant Apes now at a 7.5 Ethereum price floor is just insane. Those were around 2.5 Ethereum not that long ago. So we also have the Sandbox NFTs blasting off with that recent news. Doodles have been taking off. So a lot of volume is coming to the NFT space once again. Just keep in mind, the NFT space does come in waves. You don't want to be buying NFTs when they're at their peak volume. You want to be buying when the floor is flat for volume and hasn't really been moving in quite a while. So I will be doing more videos on NFTs and my top gaming altcoin picks. That's pretty much it for this video. Just a quick update here. One last piece of news I do want to share with you guys. The Staples Center to be renamed Crypto.com Arena in massive $700 million deal. Crypto.com is putting so much money into advertising, billions of dollars. Pretty much every ad on YouTube is a Crypto.com ad. They got Matt Damon to do it, an ad recently as well. They're sponsoring all kinds of sports teams, the UFC, everything they're putting money into is helping bring mass adoption to the crypto space. So I really like seeing them do that type of stuff. This is massive news. I think a lot of people don't realize how big this actually is. So tons of stuff happening in the crypto space. I think things are only going to keep rising. I don't think this was the peak of the bull market. And I actually think we're going to be seeing the peak at some point in 2022 once more mass adoption kicks in and more of these big companies start launching their services like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal rolling out more services, Amazon and Apple even looking into crypto as well. We have Reddit creating an NFT platform. They announced they're using an ERC20 token for their Karma points now, which is going to bring millions of users to the Ethereum network. And then we have Twitter that's also working on crypto and NFTs. Facebook rebranding to Metaverse. And also launching their own stablecoin. All kinds of huge things happening. Everyone is going all in, which is a great indicator. We are not at the peak yet. And I do think the peak will be at some point, sometime after the majority of these services roll out. And I do think that's going to be sometime around end of 2022. So of course we could have temporary bear markets in the short term if there's some laws or anything that cause a lot of panic in the space. I would actually consider that recent market crash we did have as a small bear market, where we did crash over 50% in a short period of time and everything was looking bad. Of course, so much stuff happening, like I've been saying. It was inevitable that the crypto space continued growing. recently breaking a $3 trillion crypto global market cap is insane, and we're still very early to this overall, even earlier to the NFT space. So I do have my JRNY NFT set launching very soon. The mint will be on November 22nd. I'm extremely excited about this. The art for the next randomized set is looking amazing. I have huge things in the works. I'm spending millions of dollars to build out utility for this NFT set, so really looking forward to this. And keep in mind, I'll only post links to the official mint page on November 22nd from my official Twitter account, so always verify on my Twitter account. And keep in mind, I'm never going to send you a private message through anything, so be very careful of that. A lot of people are getting scammed, even though we have scam warnings on everything, and I really hate to see people losing money like that. So in this space, you do have to be very careful. Understand that. The sooner you understand that and how to be safe in the space, the better off you're going to be in the long term. So that's it for this video on the metaverse, crypto gaming, and NFTs. I hope you guys found it useful, and like always, I appreciate if you guys liked the video. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on the metaverse and crypto gaming, what projects you're bullish on. I'll check some of those out. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified for regular videos. I am donating 25 cents to charity and 25 cents back to the community in a big end of year giveaway for every new subscriber until we hit 1 million subscribers. So looking to do a $100,000 giveaway or more end of year. Really looking forward to that, and I will keep you guys updated on that. So I will be doing a lot of giveaways over on my Twitter also of other NFT sets, other cryptocurrencies. I'm giving away a lot of my own JRNY NFTs over the next couple weeks as well. Like I stated, I'm reserving hundreds of these NFTs for community grants, giveaways, and contests that I will be announcing later down the road. So I do want everyone to have a chance to get into the JRNY NFT club, not just people that are going to be buying at mint. So just keep that in mind. There will be opportunities down the road, even if you can't afford the NFT. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.